Alfred Keter might have misused his position as a leader to unduly influence police officers and other civil servants manning a weighbridge at Gilgil to perform their duties in a way that could favor him and his colleague, nominated Member of Parliament Sonia Birdi. The two on Monday called a press conference to issue what was widely thought to be an apology, much to the shock of members of the press who honored the invite.
I had to overreact. It is not a wedding ceremony for me to go and smile. It is serious corruption that has caused Kenyans to be in slums.
Do you think you should apologize to those innocent and allegedly stupid Kenyans that you probably...
I am not going to apologize for standing for the rights of the interests of a Kenyan.
Should the track have been released, will you still keep on fighting for the...
I certainly will. I will still fight for those people.
You seemed very, very particular with one track, not all those other tracks.
No, all of them. I've got petitions from them. I'll bring them for you.
The two, who are adamant that the scuffle was part of their oversight role, claim they were fighting corruption at the weighbridge that usually affects hundreds of trucks, even though the clip circulated on social media showed their particular interest on only one truck.
They tried to provoke us. Now we have come to learn they were trying to provoke us because they had an intention for us to overreact, to say we were going there as big-headed, as arrogant.
And even as emotions overflow on social media, with Kenyans calling for all manner of actions to be taken against the outspoken Member of Parliament, Keter could after all get a slap on the wrist for being, well, a little bit angry, which analysts say is the norm with many leaders who are fortunate enough to never have been caught.
If at all there is credible evidence that Keter is corrupt, then he should face charges. But at this point in time, in my view, what Keter did is merely disgraceful, but he has not committed a non-offense at law. To react in the manner that he reacted certainly is bad manners, and we don't expect that kind of reaction from a leader. But in terms of criminal conduct, there is no offense that Keter has committed.
According to High Court advocate Dennis Mosota, Alfred Keter is a public officer and should be guided by the same principles that guide state officers, and particularly Chapter 6 of the Constitution. The chapter in Article 73 Clause A states that authority assigned to a state officer A is a public trust to be exercised in a manner that 1. Is consistent with the purposes and objects of this Constitution, 2. Demonstrates respect for the people, 3. Brings honor to the nation and dignity to the office, and 4. Promotes public confidence in the integrity of the office.
What Keter did certainly falls outside the purview of the standards that have been set by the Constitution at Chapter 6. His conduct is not compatible with a public officer, let alone a state officer.
Politically, though, the legislator could find himself in unfamiliar territories if those he purportedly fought in the standard gauge railway saga decide to be vengeful. Nandi Hills Member of Parliament Alfred Keter might not be answerable to any criminal charges, but at least a lot of Kenyans would have expected him to apologize to those he called stupid, innocent, and fights in a not-so-good way. But if you're one of the Kenyans who's still waiting for Alfred Keter to apologize, then you might as well keep waiting. He will not apologize. The truth behind what led to the confrontation might not be known, as the documented evidence against Keter seems to be one-sided, and the two legislators could have a valid case against officers manning the weighbridge, but the fact that they will not apologize to even those Keter termed as innocent and stupid might not resonate well with Kenyans. Eric Munene, GBS News.